The Bible isn't just a book of random stories. It's 66 different books that come together to tell one story. An incredible one about God's love for us. And now for an amazing story inspired by the book of John, chapter 21, verses 1 through 17.
It was a quiet night. Peter had suggested that he and the other disciples go fishing, but so far they had caught nothing. So there was nothing much to do except sit in the boat and wait. While he waited, Peter's mind wandered over the events of the past several days. He thought back to what Jesus said the night he was betrayed.
Here is my command, love one another, just as I have loved you. No one has greater love than the one who gives their life for their friends.
But Jesus had given his life, hadn't he? He was arrested, tried, sentenced to death, and killed on a cross. And what had Peter done for his friend? The memory still stung.
You there, aren't you one of Jesus' disciples?
No, I'm not. Are you sure? You look familiar. You don't know Jesus? Nope, not me. Yeah. Didn't I see you with Jesus in the garden? Listen to me. I'm telling you, I don't know Jesus.
When Jesus was arrested, Peter ran to protect his own life. He pretended not to know who Jesus was. Some friend he turned out to be. Peter stirred. The sun peeked out over the horizon. Another wasted night out on the boat with no fish to speak of.
I guess we should head back to the shore. Doesn't look like we're going to catch anything.
Yeah, I kind of doubted we would.
Together, Peter, Thomas, and the others pulled their empty net into the boat.
Friends, don't you have any fish?
Peter looked up and saw a figure calling from the beach about 100 yards away.
Who is that?
Can't tell. Nope, no fish today.
Throw your net to the right side of the boat. Then you'll find some fish.
Peter and Thomas shared a doubtful glance.
Oh, I get it. He's a crazy person. Thank you.
No, wait.
Peter recalled another time years ago when he was told to cast his net out of the boat after a long night of catching nothing. But the more he thought about it, that voice on the beach had a very familiar ring to it.
Throw the net one more time.
Two crazy people.
Just try it.
Okay, but don't expect a miracle or anything.
So the disciples cast their net to the right side of the boat, like the man on the shore suggested. Suddenly, fish started practically leaping out of the water, trying to get in the net. The net filled up quickly.
Pull it in, pull it in.
We can't. It's too heavy. We'll have to tow it to the shore.
Peter looked to the shore and saw the man standing there. Now he knew exactly who that man was.
It's the Lord.
Peter put on his coat and leapt into the water. He quickly swam to shore while the others followed behind in the boat, towing the net full of fish as they came. Peter climbed out of the water, soaking wet. He was surprised to see that Jesus had already built a fire, with fish already cooking.
Bring some of the fish you caught. You bet.
As the boat neared the shore, Peter climbed back in and started dragging the net full of fish back onto the beach.
You want some help with that?
I got it.
Though the net was full enough to burst, it stayed strong, carrying over 150 fish.
Come and have breakfast.
Jesus called, and his disciples gathered around the fire to see their friend. It was the third time they had seen him since he rose from the dead, but they were still very much in awe.
Here, have some bread.
Together, they shared bread and fish. Peter watched and ate, drying by the fire, wondering if Jesus had known that Peter had denied knowing him 3 times. After they finished dinner, Jesus invited Peter to walk with him.
Simon, son of John, do you love me more than these others do?
Peter winced. Jesus called him by his full name. He must be in trouble.
Yes, Lord, you know I love you. Feed my lambs.
They walked on a bit further before Jesus asked him again.
Simon, son of John, do you love me? Well, yes, Lord, you know I do. Take care of my sheep.
They walked further still, and then Jesus stopped. He put a hand on Peter's shoulders. and looked him in the eyes.
Simon, son of John, do you love me?
Peter was saddened. Jesus had asked him the same question 3 times.
Lord, you know everything. You must know that I love you. Feed my sheep.
Peter listened to what Jesus was telling him. Feed my lambs. Take care of my sheep. Feed my sheep. Jesus wasn't mad at Peter. In fact, he wanted Peter to help take care of his fellow believers in Christ. After all that Peter had done, Jesus still loved him and forgave him. And soon, Jesus would be gone again, ascending into heaven, and Peter would spend the rest of his life sharing the good news with others, teaching people how to love and forgive, the same way that Jesus had also loved and forgiven him.